Hello, this is Palico Patch and welcome back to another Sleepy Sunday episode with the game ICY Frostbite Edition. In the last episode, well, we had a little bit of a run-in with one of our own family members, or I say a family member. He was a no good, dirty rat, Bertrand. He took our little girl hostage. I forget her name now. What's her name? Who are you? Eva. Took Eva by the scruff of the neck, held a knife to her throat, and threatened to kill her, simply because we ran into someone who he screwed over in a previous life. As it turns out, he hadn't actually harmed us at all. Whilst he'd been with our family, he'd given a few sort of careless opinions, but nothing untoward. We were happy. But as soon as he pulled that knife on one of our other family members, I just had to hit it on the head and say, look, man, you go your way, we'll go ours. Good luck to you. So really, he screwed the pooch. We didn't. He did. It was all on him. So as it stands, we have one mission we need to be cracking on with, and that's sneaking into the garden to get some seeds. Don't know how I feel about this, much like I didn't know how I felt about killing the nomads for no apparent reason. It'd be nice if this game offered you an alternative solution to some of these issues that arise, but apparently not. You just have to play through them. But that's fine. We shall crack on. And with that being said, we need to get down to here. This little forest down here. There's a little bit of a road to walk along, which we'll start doing now. If I see anything like an isolated farm, which is good for looting and no danger, we'll hit it. We're okay for food. We're okay for medicines. I don't want to push it too much. You spot an old farmhouse, untouched and far away from the roads. It looks like a good place to scavenge through. Well, let's do it, shall we? And while your companions are looking around the place, you come across a heavy iron door blocking the way ahead, locked tight with a sturdy metal chain. Well, we got lockpicks. You successfully pick the lock on the door and proceed to investigate the room on the other side. So we got more bullets as well as... Oh, no, not any space. Oh, okay, so we want you. We definitely want you. Heavy survivor clothes. I don't think we're quite there. Hunting bow. I mean, at this point, it's really just what is more profitable to trade in, I suppose. I mean, leather's always nice. I've got to the point in this playthrough now where I'm not sure what's worth keeping anymore, as far as trading in is concerned, and for crafting, we're pretty well equipped now. I think the only way we're actually going to get any better guns or clothes is by killing more equipped people. I don't think I'll be able to craft anything. At least I haven't seen anything which is worth crafting over what we've got already. So I suppose with that being said, I should probably take stuff which is going to sell well. I mean, damaged gun is only 10. It's a shame I can't get rid of them quicker than this, but hey ho, we'll persevere. So we'll take the scope. The fur I'm going to take, because that does come quite useful. The bow I'm going to take. I'll take the axe, just because there's not any point in not taking the axe. I mean, I've got 10 leather, so I'm not too fussed by that. Wood, we've got 11. Probably drop one of them. And the rest, I mean, we've got heavy survivor clothes anyway. I mean, they're worth a bit, aren't they? Screw it, we'll take it. We can always drop it or drop something else. That'll do. Onwards. I mean, as I said, all we really need to be keeping an eye on is food at this point. And even that, considering where we're going to, shouldn't be an issue either. No, not worth it for the loot. Forest. I mean, it outweighs the danger. Let's do it, and I'll probably do some food. The forest seems relatively open and easy to explore, so hunting should be both simple and safe. You find a hunting lodge deep in the woods. It seems some survivors used it a long time ago, but now it's completely abandoned. Despite that, the door is shut tight. So I can smash the door or shoot the door. Let's shoot the door. We've got lots of bullets. I found some extra meat. Good. You shoot the lock and so it falls apart, opening the way inside. After searching the building, you gather some useful things that were left behind by their previous owners. So we got 6 meat. We'll take those. Fat were okay. Wood were okay. Fur. You know what? I will take the fat and the fur. Also, are we out of lockpicks? No, we've still got a lockpick. However, let's make a few more. That'll do. That'll do. Frees up a little bit of space. I don't think there's anything else worth making. I mean, how are we for... We're okay for rope. Grappling hook. Do we have no grappling hooks? Oh, well, that changes everything. We need 2 of those. 2 rope, 2 grappling hook, that's fine. I can make a silent sniper rifle. I mean, there's nothing else we can do. It's a scope we need, a sniper scope, isn't it? Yeah. So I might as well make a silent sniper rifle. I mean, can anyone use the silent sniper rifle? Is it better than what we've got already or not? They're alright. What's the silent sniper rifle over the gun we have here then? Not that one. It's an extra stealth, an extra gold stealth. We lose a bullet. I like stealth, if you haven't gathered. I think that'll do. I don't think there's anyone else worth popping a gun onto. Fang's got one already. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Yes, we're good. We're good. We're done. So that's 6 more meatses, which is good. Oh, let's hit the tall apartment block. You spot a ruined apartment block that seems relatively untouched. Maybe something precious can be found inside. While your companions are looking around the place, you come across a heavy... There's lots of heavy iron doors everywhere. What else do we get? A gun and a bow. All right. Oh, we'll take the gold. Books are quite novel. Hot, hot, hot. We'll take the rope. We'll definitely take the healings. Hunting rifle. I mean... Well, the crew bow's no good. I'll take the hunting rifle because that will trade. So will the heavy survivor clothes. The fire axe is pretty gnarly. That'll do. Yes. Farm, and then on to the question mark. You arrive near the garden and set up camp a mile away to prepare for your heist and wait for the night. Here we are. We can reach the garden in a few minutes, but before we plan something, are we sure we want to do this? I don't like the idea of robbing these people as well, but on the other hand, we won't be taking anything vital from them. Robbing them is wrong. Even if they're nothing but greedy merchants, it doesn't change the fact that we're stealing. Getting what we need will require violence. I'm not saying killing people, but we'll have to get our hands a little dirty. On the one hand, I think nature's gifts are there to be shared. On the other, I'm not the biggest supporter of the Eden. But I will do what's needed. Don't worry about that. So we have our orders. We must get those seeds for the Eden. We may disagree with our orders, but we've been sent here to save lives, to save a community. They only care about bullets and riches. They've never done anything for any nomad apart from asking a fortune for their food, so we owe them nothing. And we will regret nothing. They are nothing but parasites profiting from other settlements and families. At least bandits are honest when they try to mug you, while these people pretend to be doing you a favour when they rob you blind. We will act with prudence. No one will get hurt. We'll just go inside and take what we need. We won't be stealing anything vital, so we shouldn't have much trouble convincing them to give it up. I know how you all feel, but do we have a choice? We don't have the luxury of choice. Okay, well, you've sort of just answered your rhetorical question, but never mind. It's us or them. There is no compromise that will make both parties satisfied, and I'll do anything to allow this group to survive. Or, there are people relying on us, people living in the Eden, people that will soon call brothers and sisters. Do we want to see them starve to death? We are not robbing a bunch of merchants, we're saving 100 innocents. Yeah, the bigger, nobler cause, I think, is the one to go for, the bottom one. That's a good way to put things into perspective. There are no easy choices in this world, no clear black and white lines. This time it's the same, and we're probably doing the right thing after all. But before even attempting anything, we have to decide on something. We can't all go in there. We need a small group and don't want them to discover our identities. I think it's too easy to see that I'm one of the white people. I can't risk to make them hate us even more. So I'm afraid you'll have to count me out. I'm sorry, I don't want to do this. Do what you want and need to do, but please let me stay out of it. I'm in. You need advantage of my height. I can do this. They are less likely to react with violence if they think we are a desperate family with a young kid. That's smart advice. Anyway, count me in too. I never liked those garden guys anyway. I'm afraid I can't do this. Like that Bertrand asshole, I work for them as a hunter. They may recognise me or my voice. I'm in too. TJ paused for a second and smiles. I read a lot about robberies in books. I'm curious to do one myself. I like this guy. What are we waiting for? Let's do this. I'm all in. I think I'll enjoy putting these pretentious idiots in their place. Well, that's enough of us to get this on. We have the greenhouse plans to get in. They won't be expecting us. Well, that's fair enough. We've lost a few. All the volunteers for the heist gather in your tent. You start to lay out a proper plan. We know how to enter. It should be easy to sneak in at night and take what we need. We don't know where to find the seeds. Are we just going to search the whole place? It could be risky. There will be seeds everywhere. It's their job to grow stuff. I mean, we'll follow the plants and we'll find the seeds. Everything's too easy for you. Let us think about the important details. If you get bored, you can always go play outside. Shouldn't we disguise ourselves or something? We can use some grease to cover our faces. They won't recognise us with all the black stuff on our mugs. Mo rolls his eyes. Fucking brilliant, Jerome. Alright. Jerome pauses for a second and scratches his head. Can I say something like, you could use some snow? Or will that get me a broken nose? Screw you. I will use a scarf. It should work even better than your bright idea of yours. Is everyone happy at last? Can we get on with the job? Tanya is growing impatient. Right, so we must be silent and stick to the shadows. No one is expecting intruders coming from the inside. They won't even notice we got in. We don't need a plan. We'll just go inside and take what we need. No one's expecting us, so no one will be able to stop us. We'll grab someone inside and threaten them to tell us where the seeds are. We don't know what we'll find inside. We'll have to decide on the go and improvise. I'm going to go for the silent approach. It seems to have worked well so far. We'll stick to it. I don't get why you are all so eager not to touch anyone. I've always hated these bastards. Wow, she is nasty. Let's get ready then. It's getting late and I'd like to rest for a few hours to be as fresh as possible. Everyone walks out of your tent, leaving you some time to rest before the sun sets. You wake up later during the night, pick up your things and go meet the others. You are the first at the rendezvous point, but the rest all arrive as well within the next few minutes. You open the manhole covering the passage to the garden and lead the way. This tunnel must have stayed abandoned since the time of the ancients. It's rather narrow and hard to move through, but its structure is still solid. The problem is that eventually you reach a brick wall that blocks the path ahead. It's clearly a recent addition meant to stop any trespassers. Oh no! Don't tell me we're going back, because I'd rather tear this wall apart with my bare hands. Say no more. Mo smiles, and at that instant you understand what he's about to do. You see Mo running towards the wall and smash through it with his body. The bricks crumble, forced apart by the incredible prowess of your companion. The only downside is that there's a house on the other side. The dwellers witness a massive man breaking through their wall and landing headfirst on a table strewn with all sorts of garbage. You're about to raise your weapon when you notice that these people don't seem to care much about Mo. They are completely lost in their thoughts. One of them looks at you, your companion, and starts to laugh. At the same time, you also notice strange fumes all around you, rising from braziers scattered around the room. Breathing the fumes is making you feel a little dizzy. Holy shit, I'm feeling strange. What is this crap they are inhaling? One of the people starts laughing while looking at Mo's clumsy attempt at standing up. Hey man, you smoke too much! Too much! Mo finally gets back on his feet and looks around in astonishment. What the hell is going on here? TJ starts laughing hysterically. They're all high as fuck. They can't even notice we're here to rob them. The man suddenly raises his head from the couch he is sitting on and looks at TJ. Who's here to rob us? Who? He seems to be dead serious. TJ stops laughing and stares back at him. No one. Don't worry. No one's here to rob you. The man's face relaxes and he starts laughing again. Oh, good, good. He falls back on the couch. You're not feeling completely normal. It's like you can't even control yourself anymore, and it's very different compared to the last time you got drunk. You look at your companions, and they seem to share your uneasiness. Let's get out of here and do what we have to do before they realise we shouldn't be here. You are about to leave the room when a couple of armed guards barge in and raise their weapons. They seem surprised to find outsiders here. What's going on? Who are you? What are you doing here? Go haywire. Open your arms wide and smile gently. Then say something like, we come in peace. We are here to bring you the gift of friendship. Go crazy. Raise your weapon. Put on an angry face. And then scream something like, we are asking the questions here. Are you dealing with illegal drugs? Do we need to arrest you all? Or go berserk. Take one of the druggies hostage. Shoot a couple of warning shots. Then scream something like, back off or we'll kill them all. I'm going to go crazy. That seems like the most legitimate one to go for. One of the guards immediately lowers his weapon. No, there's been a misunderstanding. We are innocent. Then he realised what he just said. Wait, what? Blame at their own game. Yeah, what? Despite the threat of a long life sentence, or lifelong sentence, the guards didn't renounce their claims and kept their weapons steadily aimed at our heroes, determined to discover what was going on. The guards keep aiming their weapons at you. Lower your weapons and don't do anything stupid. Maybe you'll get out of here alive, you crazy fuckers. You're stalling, trying to figure out what to do, when another guard comes from the back of the room, weapon in hand and ready to shoot. And in that moment, you remember that Eva is here as well. On your knees, motherfucker! Is what she says before stabbing the poor guy in the back of the knee. He falls down screaming. This has all gone out of hand a little bit too much. This is what happens when drugs get involved. She keeps wailing like a banshee. Listen to me, you idiots! I'm now in charge. We've come here to enjoy the scenery, and beat down some shitbags. Jeez, what's wrong with you? Why are you screaming so loud? Eva ignores everyone and just keeps yelling. And guess what? We're out of sceneries and full of shitbags, so you better listen to us. The little girl kept her knife near the poor guard's throat, while she threatened the rest with ear-piercing screams. You're still confused by Eva's lunacy when you turn a little and see Mo lifting a wooden table over his shoulders, as if it were made of cardboard. We're in charge and you'll do what we tell you to do. Mo seems furious, just like the others, completely gone. He throws the table in the general direction of a guard, hitting with deadly precision and immediately knocking him out. The fierce Mo managed to do the impossible, neutralising a guard with a single well-aimed furniture shot. After all, he didn't want to get his hands dirty, as he was already black. Mo turns and lifts TJ in the air with a single hand. What did you just say? Are you trying to be funny? Casual racism. TJ is barely able to answer back and his reply comes out choked. And when he choked me, I immediately felt aroused. I only wanted him to choke harder. What? Mo immediately releases his grip and lets TJ fall on the ground. The guard's leader seems desperate and furious at the same time. His gaze is focused on the man threatened by Eva's blade. What do you want? Why are you doing this to us? The absurdity of the situation is driving him crazy. We want to raise this place and end all you miserable lives. No, don't listen to her. We want your seeds. Not the crappy ones, the best ones. Jerome pauses for a moment and looks around, somewhat disorientated. And possibly some other drug to make this girl shut up. She's piercing my brain. Did you hear me? We want the seeds. The seeds you use to grow shit. Give us the seeds now. Seeds? Is that all? The guard is both confused and relieved at the same time. You better hurry up and give us those sacks of seeds or we'll start shooting every hostage. You heard the man. Go get us some sacks of seeds and no one will get hurt. Bring us some sacks of seeds and also as many bullets as you can. Bring us some sacks of seeds and all the food you can get. Or we'll go on rampage here. I'm not going to push our luck. We'll just go for the seeds. Fine. He lowers his weapon. Just don't hurt anyone. We'll get you what you need. And we finally managed to get what we came for. One heist turned out to be a complete success. A tale to be told. Shut up. You're already telling everyone. Tanya seems to be the only one still in control of her mind. It takes some time, but the guard leader eventually comes back, bringing several sacks and a few other guards with him. In the meantime, you were keeping an eye on the hostages, or at least you tried to do so. We have what you asked for. Now release the hostages and we will give it to you. No way. They are the only guarantee we have that you aren't going to shoot us. Fine, we'll let you have the hostages, then you'll let us walk away. Yeah, just one of them. The rest will stay with us. The guard leader stares at you for a while. Fine, but you will release the others as soon as you get everything, or else. You take the 3 sacks of seeds and let the remaining hostages go. They get away as fast as they can given their condition. Jerome rubs the sacks and distributes them around. Jerome hands the bigger sack to Mo and quickly inspects the rest. Seeds here. Mo, you get the heavy one, but give it a check first. Mo smiles while opening the sack. Then his expression changes into one of pure horror. He's able to babble out a single word. Bomb! He takes a strange device out of the sack, made of explosives attached to a wristwatch, and throws the thing out of the window with all his strength. The guards simply stare at the flying bomb. Whether they are bewildered or panicked, you cannot tell. And it was at this moment that the generic guard character of my tale knew. The bomb lands far away, near one of the biggest structures of the garden. The guard leader just keeps staring at it, while the others run away and start screaming to alert anyone that could be near the area. He fucked up. It takes a few seconds of people running and yelling before the bomb explodes and makes the whole garden start to tremble. Time to get out of here! Jerome makes a run for it, and the rest of you follow suit, quickly heading into the tunnel to leave the garden for good. Hasta la vista, motherfuckers! Oh, she crazy. We ran away fast as an arrow flies, while our adversaries were still trying to figure out what exactly had happened. You come out of the tunnel and finally reach your camp. The rest of your companions are waiting for you there. Dimitri is the one to speak up first. What happened? We heard gunshots followed by a massive explosion. When we reached the camp, Dimitri was eager to learn more about our misadventures, but we were also eager to share the tale. Shut up, you crazy idiot! We nearly died in there! Please, just choke him again, but this time until he stops breathing. Please. Don't be dramatic, Mo. Your perfect throw saved us all. We are perfectly safe now, but we can't say the same for the garden and its people. The fools got what they deserved! Nobody stands in our way! Dimitri's eyes are wide open. After staring for a while at her companions, she turns to you, waiting for some kind of explanation. Everything went fine. We have the seeds we need and we can go back to the Eden. Oh, and we may have accidentally destroyed the whole garden. We nailed it, that's what happened. And since I'm tired as hell, we're done here, I'm out. Trust me, you don't want to know, at least not for now. We need to rest for a while. Maintain eye contact, but do nothing more than nod with a satisfied smile on your face. Yeah, you don't want to know. Dimitri is too confused to say a word in response. The others shouting one another down with a torrent of gibberish doesn't make it any easier for her either. After a long rest, you feel once again in complete control of your brain and body, as are all the others. You can now finally leave the area. Morning dawns. You take a look at the garden and see a black column of smoke still rising from its structure. Even as you walk, you keep turning around to gaze upon it until it disappears beyond the horizon. Oh dear. Oh well, I don't think it's wise to go back there just yet, so we shall continue forwards. I'm just seeing if there's a little bit of food around as we go. Let's go into the forest and have a look. That's not a bad one. A vast forest. These woods are crawling with potential prey, but keep your eyes open and your weapons ready, lest the hunter become the hunted. While hunting, you spot a small herd of deer. It's a perfect opportunity to get food that will last you for days, but you have to be careful not to scare most of the herd off. Let's aim for the big ones. Hunting success. You take down several deer before the rest runs away. It's a successful hunt that earns you a lot of food. You gather your people to decide what to do next when you notice some activity nearby. It seems like a pack of wolves is trying to surround you. You have to act before they attack. Oh, we'll scare them with gunfire. You shoot some dozen times at the animals. By the time you're done, most of the wolves have already fled. So, how much have we got there? We've got... so, 4 there. 10. 12. Plus some fur. We're okay for leather. We'll take some tendons. Oh no, we won't. Okay. We'll get rid of some shovels. That's fine. We got what we needed. 36. House. How far would we have to go? Farm, forest, forest. We'll go with that forest. These woods hide many beasts and hunting them can be quite rewarding, but it's better to keep your eyes open to avoid unpleasant surprises. You find a chest while hunting, probably a stash belonging to another survivor. It's locked and you can't open it with your bare hands. We got a lockpick. Oh, more medicine. So, a little bit more meat. 6, that's... Oh, lots of meat. Am I dropping that as opposed to picking it up? Because that's ridiculous. It just keeps going up. Okay, we need to drop some stuff. Let's drop... drop 1 or 2 of those. We'll make the cloth in a second into a bandage. Scopes are worth quite a bit. Mechanical parts aren't. 4 of those is sufficient. Timber, we'll take down to 6 as well. 90. Nice. Yeah, we'll just take the tendon. That'll do. And chemicals. I mean, we can make... Do we have any torches? 3, that's fine. How many can we make? Just the 1. That'll do. So that was good. That was very good. We can crack on. Over to there, to there, to there. Let's do vast forest. Oh, more meat. Everything else I'm not too fussed about. Onwards and acrosswards. Ooh. Or not. I was hoping I could cut across there. That's fine. I mean, we've got the food to be able to just skip all this now. We'll check out the farm again. I mean, it's a free loot, so it'd be silly not to. Right, so we'll take the scope. Hunting bow, we'll take the survivor clothes, we'll definitely take the bullets. We've got a lot of axes, haven't we? I mean, I suppose we can carry them right now. And the bow. That'll do. Down. Downwards. Oh, another free loot. You've already searched through most of the building, but one area still remains. The corridor leading to it is completely covered by spider webs. Oh, that's what we got the torch for. Oh, we found a nice juicy gun. A nice juicy gun. What be you? Improved survivor spear. We'll take you. We'll take the binoclears. Definitely take the ammo. And the bandages. Not worried about the machete, but we will take the revolver. Cool. I mean, I don't think there's anything else worth anything too much now. I want to leave one gap free just in case. To there. To there. Right, let's see what happens now. Right, first we need to go to... Boris, I think. You walk into Boris's room and he greets you with a warm smile. Hey, how are you? Is there something you need to tell me? Feel free to ask. No. What's the matter? Oh no, we haven't done it yet. Let's go and put it in first. You stand in front of Vernon's office. The door is closed and you know it's better not to disturb him if you don't have anything important to say. You enter Vernon's clean and tidy office. He doesn't even bother to raise his eyes from the paper he's looking at before talking to you. I hope you have an important reason to come here. I'm not in the mood for small talk. I have the seeds you needed. Very good. You've been very useful. This is going to help us a lot. You've proved to be competent, that must be said. There is another pressing matter with which I could use your help. We've got some worrisome reports from our field agents. Vernon's expressions changes, revealing his rage and frustration. We're in danger. All the Eden is in danger. The outsiders have found us. Our home is no longer safe. They've set up 2 different camps in the surrounding area, and we don't know why they are here. Well, we know they came for the Eden, but we don't know their intentions. I want you to go to these 2 camps, find out what they want and report back. If they're planning to attack the Eden, we need to know how dangerous they are. And there's another pressing matter too. Some weird people, naked and covered with white tattoos, were seen not so far from here. I want to know who they are. The tattooed folks call themselves the white people. They reject all ancient technology and its use. Vernon smiled slightly. Never heard something more idiotic. Well, I just need you to tell me if they can pose a danger to us. I can hardly imagine how a bunch of savages armed with sticks and stones could be any threat. Okay, well, what else do you need doing? I want you to answer a simple question. Are they a threat to us? If they are, we'll need to prepare to defend our home. We can't let some barbarians take this place. Alright, I'll do it. Of course you'll do it. And remember that the survival of our home may depend on your actions, so be quick and be smart. Don't let some fools confuse you with vague promises and absurd ideals. The only thing that matters is keeping the Eden intact. We are the last hope for humanity. Now go. You have no time to waste. No time at all. Let's just pop in on Boris. He greets us with a warm smile. Is there something you want to tell me? Again, I just want to check. Nothing new there. And nothing new there. So no, he's not too interested. So we've got 2 question marks and 2 campsites. And we'll be doing that in the next episode. Everything's gone A-OK. Nothing to really look at too much. I mean, we could put our stealth up. Or we could put our bowing up. Or we could put our athletics up. I mean, at this point, it's probably nicer to have the golden stealth. So we shall take that. A-OK. And yes, we will look at coercing with the 2 camps and seeing if we can throw this this bit of a knob of a leader out as soon as we can. And, well, prevail is what we're trying to do. I'm not going to say survive, because who knows, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.